In this video, I'm going to teach you the lazy way of making compost. This is the way I've been doing it for about 2 years, and it's worked great. The results are a very nice, dark, rich soil that works great with my plants. What I do is I do a layer of leaves and then a layer of manure, and then I'll put a layer of sawdust on every once in a while. So the leaves are the brown and the manure is the green. So you always want to have some brown and green in there. If you don't have manure, you could throw on kitchen scraps or any other type of green material, your plants left over at the end of the year. There's so many different things that you could do. But this is how I've been doing it, and it works really good. I started this yesterday, so I'll start by adding the leaves, and that's what I always do first is I put a layer of leaves on the bottom, and then I just I put the manure on top of that. So let's get started. So I try to spread this out pretty thin so that there's just a thin layer. And I just layer it all over the top of this. We've got a windy day here in Michigan today, but it's warm. It's like 62 degrees, which is warm for us. So now I'm gonna put a layer of manure on there. Yesterday when I was doing this, there's all kinds of worms, which is what you want. They break the pile down, and it makes the compost break down a lot faster and makes this beautiful soil. Whenever I get done here, after I get this all built up, then I'll take you up and show you some of the finished product and some of the other things that I do to create even better soil once it's up there. I don't do it with all of the soil, but a big majority of it actually gets done that way. So I'll show you though when I get up there. So I just give it a really good layer here on the top of these leaves. Make sure it's all covered good. Nice thing about the leaves, when you put them in there loosely, there's a certain amount of airflow that still goes through there, air pockets. So I'm gonna get some of the sawdust and put it on there too. I don't put a lot of this on here because you don't want to have like a solid mass of just sawdust. And this is also considered brown. So I'll just do a real thin layer of this. And I think I'll add a little bit more. More in there. There we go. This pile, I'll just keep adding to it, just like I just did. I'll add the leaves and the manure, and then add some sawdust. And I just keep doing that. And in the spring like this, when it's really nice and wet, we get a lot of rain, this breaks down very quickly. But if you was to do it in a dry season, it would probably take a while. Or if you do it in the fall, it's gonna be probably late spring by the time the pile is ready. This lazy way of doing it is a great way, but it's not as fast as some of the other methods. I have heard of so many different methods. Some people will put a thermometer in the pile just to check it. Some people put them in tumblers to speed it up, and you can move your piles, and there's so many ways, and they're all good. But the thing with this is it's very easy. I build it up, and then it's not very long at all, and I have some beautiful soil to be able to use with my gardening. So I'm going to take you up now and show you what the finished product looks like and some of the things that I do up there. All right, I'll grab my shovel here and dig into this pile. So you could see that I have some really nice dirt here, and I'll show you up close too. So this is what the soil looks like. It's just so nice. And I'm going to show you over here. It don't look like anything spectacular, but what I do here is I do a layer of food scraps and a layer of the dirt, and then I just keep layering it like that, and it makes the nicest soil ever. It's very dry, so it almost looks like sand on the top, but there's some nice stuff happening inside that pile. So it gives it a little extra boost of the nitrogen with having the green. So the green is nitrogen and the brown is carbon. So it just makes a really nice compost. So I hope this inspired you to start some of your own compost. There's really no end to the amount of things that you can put together and create some beautiful soil. We're in an area that's hard to get good compost. The thing with the compost down there is I get a manure from a farmer. They do not feed their animals with GMO feeds. They don't spray their fields with pesticides and herbicides and all the other things. And I feel very good about buying the manure from them. So if you don't have the manure or some of the other things, you can always try to find other things that are green and brown and put them together. We all have food scraps. We can always use that. So I hope that this inspired you to give it a try, because there's nothing like coming out here and digging into some beautiful black, rich soil. So give it a try and just see if you enjoy it. So I think I'll take you and show you what the garden's looking like. That's not changed a lot, but it has some. And then I think I'll show you the indoor greenhouse and show you what the plants look like. They're not that big, but they are coming up. So I'm super excited about that. So let me take you and show you what the garden's looking like. All right, so this is what it's looking like. We have the strawberries here in these rows. And remember the raspberries that we pruned? They're all cleaned up and ready to grow. The ones that are in here, they haven't come up yet. It's still too cold. And then we have the ones up here. So these here are the fall bearing that I showed you before and that we cut down. And then these are the summer bearing. And here's the rest of the garden. So it's looking a little better. Right here is an empty raised bed. We're gonna put lettuce in that. So that'll be something new. I don't normally grow it, but there's a cherry tree right here. And I feel like that's gonna provide some shade for the lettuce so that we can grow it longer in the season. And this is what the rest of it looks like right now. So let's go up and take a look and see how the indoor greenhouse is coming. I'm super excited because the spring flowers are now blooming. Aren't they just so pretty? The hyacinths. Okay, so here are the plants. I've got quite a few done. Here's the tomato plants. They're just little bitty guys, but they'll be big in no time. And then here's some peppers. And here's some onions we planted together. And I just snipped them the other day. Usually you could cut them back whenever they get too little leaves. And here's some more peppers. Some of them didn't propagate, but it's because I had old seed. I thought, well, I'll just give it a try. And I have doubles down here and some of these, so I'll just transplant some of them up. And if I need more, I can always start more. And then here's some other ones that are not up yet. I just got them started a couple days ago, so they should be coming up soon. And then I have some flowers up here, and these ones are not up either. Got some cabbage in here, and it looks like some of them are not up yet either. Back in there I have basil and rosemary growing, so some of them still need to come up. But yeah, I'm super excited. It's nice to be able to grow your own things. And I hope you enjoy content like this. If you do, please click subscribe and join me again next time. I try to have a mixture of gardening things and indoor household cooking and organizing and all that. So let me know what you enjoy and what you'd like to see. Thank you for joining me and for watching my videos. I really appreciate it. And I hope that you have a wonderful day. Bye for now.